Support the great work of the Strike 7 Sports Saints discussion section by purchasing licensed NFL fan gear. Items range from Saints hats, jerseys, t-shirts, socks, and so much more. We would greatly appreciate it if you will purchase these items from the text link listed below. The revenue generated from today's offer goes into the funding of the Strike 7 Sports platform. Click on the link strike7sports.com/Saints Fanatics and you'll be taken over to Fanatics. Thank you. All right, yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch, your Saints discussion on Strike 7 Sports. I'm back from a little break that I took for the Carnival holidays. Finally back in town, trying to, doing what I love to do best, which is create content on the world of sports. It's the Saints in particular. Now, today I just want to talk about a few options that may be available to the Saints during the free agency period that will address their wide receiver issues that we saw last year. That was just so noticeable last year. That was like the worst I've seen, and probably other people noticed it as well. The worst we've ever seen from the Saints wide receiver position, wide receiver room, by far the worst. Brother time Sean Payton was here. It was just the void of talent was very imminent. Now these are receiver options that the Saints should be able to afford. These are not big names like Chris Godwin, Allen Robinson, Devontae Adams. Not those type of guys. Odell Beckham Jr. Not those type of guys. These are guys that could come in and be that next available option, the passing game opposite of Michael Thomas. Because the Saints wide receiver issues just didn't start last year. This has been going on since I would say dating back to 2018. Going forward, it only got worse. You just had Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas out there catching passes. Traquan Smith would just show up every now and then. Slowly, right now, Deontay Harris is evolving into that to being a weapon for this team. Callaway's still a work in progress, even though he's gotten a lot better as the season went on last year, the second year in that offense. I'm expecting a lot more from him going forward, but he's not a number one. He's not a number one guy. He's not probably even not a number two. Most likely the best service is number three, but we'll find out. But these are guys that the Saints can afford, should be able to afford to pay. And that's one or two guys on here that they might have to list up the ante for regards to the price range, but he should be within reach. Should be It should be a good negotiable contract if they have to decide to go this route. Now, this I'm put on my disclaimer right now. Take this stuff with a grain of salt. What I'm putting out. In no way, this is the avenue the Saints may take. This is not the avenue. This is the avenue that the Saints may not take. They could address this position in the draft, free agency, who knows. But if they want to go in a different route in the draft as far as addressing the right tackle position, I think left tackle position, or even the position on defense in that first round, that pick 18, and they prefer to address wide receiver in the free agency period. These are some guys that they can look at. I believe the Saints couldn't afford. I just believe it. Now, if you have not noticed already, the first round of contract restructuring has begun for the Saints to get within salary cap compliance. So I think again over the weekend, guys such as Michael Thomas, Ryan Ramczyk, Andrews Pete, I think Marshawn Lattimore, if I'm not mistaken, all got their deals, their contracts restructured so that way pushing more money down the road, kicking the can down the road, as people would say, in order for them to get within salary cap compliance. And according to Catherine Terrell of the Athletic, Saints reporter and a writer is that the Saints are currently 33 million over the salary cap. Now before that it was 76 million. They got it down to 33 million. So that's nothing to them. Expect another round of probably another round of restructuring. Players possibly get let go, and Saints should be in salary cap compliance. Now with this money, they're gonna have. Um, the Saints should be able to afford these guys because the guys that I'm looking at, the guys that are on this list, on the spot track, they're unrestricted free agent wide receivers, and their market value, the average market value for these players are like $6 million, $6 million, and I believe these guys can help out this team. So I'm gonna start off with number one. I'm gonna go with Cedrick Wilson of the Dallas Cowboys. He is an unrestricted free agent. Um, Put up some big numbers last year, and to be a third, like a second or third option at offense that featured that featured Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, Dalton Schultz. Cedric Wilson had a big year, in my opinion. 600, he caught 45 passes last year, 602 receiving yards, 6 touchdowns. It's based according to Spot Track. His market value is an annual salary of $6 million, $6.4 million. Um, this is a guy that I think can help this offense out. The Saints need somebody that can line up in the slot, you know, also, fill in and return kicks if they need to. He's that type of player. Uh, did a lot of things with playing in a crowded wide receiver room with the Dallas Cowboys last year. 6.4 million. I mean, the Saints. You signed this guy to this type of deal. I think that opens up a lot of things for the Saints offense. You know, um, the Saints just need somebody that can get another guy opposite of Michael Thomas that can average 5 to 800 yards a year in the season and catch 5 to 8 touchdowns. We just need somebody that can on the outside of Thomas that can put some stress on the defense. You know, I think Cedric Wilson is a guy that can do that. With this offense. I'm not sure. I don't think they're gonna put a franchise tag. Dallas would put a franchise tag on a guy that's market value is projected to be 6.4 million a year annual. So that's option number one. Number two, Byron Pringle, another solid addition. Another guy that would be a solid addition to this offense. This is a guy that can get separation, physical, fights for the ball, has no quit in him. Coming from an offense that was pretty explosive in the Kansas City Chiefs. Then he played in the Super Bowl with Patrick Mahomes. Been to 2 Super Bowls, if I'm not mistaken, with Kansas City. Worked with Eric Bieniemy. One of Patrick Mahomes' best favorite targets in the passing game. He caught four, like similar to Cedric Wilson. Played in a crowded wide receiver room where a lot of footballs were being thrown to different targets. You had Travis Kelsey, you had Tyreek Hill, you had Mecole Hardman, DeMarcus Robinson. There's so many options out there. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So many options out there in that passing game, but this guy still put up some big numbers. 42 catches, 568 yards, receiving yards, 5 touchdowns. Spot Track has him with a market value of 3.2 million annual salary. That's another contract the Saints will be able to afford, in my opinion. Once everything gets cleared up with the salary cap, you just sign this guy, him or Wilson or any of the other options to 2 to 3 year deals, man. Lock these guys in, and that'd be another option for this team. Uh, Michael Thomas, Byron Pringle on the opposite of him. Um, who else? You got Marquez Callaway, uh, Traquan. No, well not Traquan. Deontay Harris can come in there as well. Be a guy that can take the top off of defenses. But I think a guy like Byron Pringle could be a nice addition to this offense as well, along with same goes for Cedrick Wilson. Number three, Josh Reynolds. So Josh, I remember if y'all don't recall, um, last year when the Saints were looking for a wide receiver, that old Odell Beckham, drama going on with him getting released and him possibly signing with the Saints. And at the last minute, the LA Rams came in, swooped in, and got him. Went to the Super Bowl and won it. Josh Reynolds was being brought up as a possible option, a possible possibility of the Saints trading for. I think at the time he was with Tennessee, but he went to he got sent up to Detroit. And this guy's I think he's been in the league 5 years, played with the Rams, was a part of that great offense with Sean McVay. Went to the Super Bowl with the Los Angeles Rams that 2018 season when they the no call year when it was when they played in the dome. But I think he's another guy that would help this offense out. Now, I looked at his market value. It's not that much to sign him. He'd probably if the Saints wanted to go out there and get this guy, if all of the options fail, this is a guy that can bring in. I think could help out as well. 6'2", I believe. Speed, nice. Guy that can get contested catches, can separate. Is good in his plays. Good within his role, within his niche. Could be a nice odd addition to Michael Thomas. So he could be a guy that they can afford to bring in at $2 million or more, or extra or $4 million. If they decide to negotiate with Reynolds, I don't think they would go above those numbers right there that I just said. So Josh Reynolds comes in at number three. Number four, and this is the guy I really like right here. Christian Kirk of the Arizona Cardinals. 77 catches, 982 yards, 5 receiving touchdowns. The market value, according to Spot Rec, is at $11.8 million annual salary. Now, this is the highest out of the four guys that I've listed so far on this list. But this is a guy that I really like, man. I really like this guy. He's that second tier. I think he's the top guy in that second tier of wide receivers, free agent wide receivers that's out there that's coming up behind the guys such as Chris Godwin, Allen Robinson, Michael Gallup, Devontae Adams, Odell Beckham Jr. This is the next guy right here. And I think it was saying save up, free up that salaries, free up those that cap space, get everything within get within compliance of the league's. I think it's $208 million is the salary cap for the standard salary cap for each team. This is a guy that Saints may be able to go after. Now it's $11.8 million the salary. It's a little high there compared to other guys, but they should be able to afford this, man. Paying a guy $11 million, 4-year deal. This would be a good guy to have on the team, man, right here. A guy that can separate, line up in the slot, play that Willis Snead type role, Robin Beecham role. Guys that can contribute, get contested catches, get separation. We just need guys that can just, like I said previously said, guys that can put enough stress on a defense. When you're dealing with Michael Thomas, dealing with double teams, you got other guys that can get open, get catches, get touchdowns. Guys like this could also help out guys like Marquez Callaway, Deontay Harris, a guy that can take the top off of defenses. I mean, this is the type of guy that I like to have on this team, man. Christian Kirk, played with the Cardinals, played with Kyler Murray, was pretty successful this season, compared to he's been dominant, contributing in this offense, but this was kind of a breakout year for him. But I was reading the scouting report on him for the upcoming free agency period, and they're stating that from a Pro Football Network, and they're stating that the Cardinals probably have to do a little work to bring him back to that team. That's the probably he's probably going to be their only like big move that they make outside of well, they got the whole Colin Murray situation going on right now, but that's the only thing they could possibly do right now as far as their free agency moves. They're kind of tied up with some of the big contracts they have. But they bring this guy back. If they don't bring him back, the Saints should be on. The Saints need to be on his radar to sign. Well, he needs to be on the Saints' radar. My bad, because I think he can help his team out significantly. I think you bring back Jameis Winston. You sign a guy like Christian Kirk. You have Alvin Kamara. We know, yes, I know about his suspension. You got Alvin Kamara. You got Deontay Harris. You got Michael Thomas to throw the football. So I think Saints would be in good shape, man, with a guy like Christian Kirk on the roster. All right, so to wrap this up, some other notable free agent wide receivers that I noticed that was on the list. A guy like Jameson Crowder of the New York Jets, DJ Chalk, the LSU guy, Zach Pascal of the Indianapolis Colts, Zay Jones of the Las Vegas Raiders, T.Y. Hilton, a guy that I believe could still come in and contribute, and Braxton Berrios of the New York Jets. These are all other notable names that I've seen on the free agents, the top. Well, I wouldn't say top, but all of the unrestricted free agent wide receivers for the 2022 free agency period. Jameson Crowder is a guy that I like that can come in and help his offense. Now his market value is like $1 million more than Christian Kirk. I think it's at $12 million. DJ Chalk is at $6 million. I think it's about the same as Christian Kirk's as well. Pascal, Zay Jones, Braxton Berrios, are all guys that the Saints can afford. I think they can afford those guys. And it won't hurt them to pay those guys $6 to $8 million to come in and contribute. Because I think all of these guys on this list can help this offense out. Crowder, especially Jameson Crowder, DJ Chalk, and Braxton Berrios. T.Y. Hilton as well. It's another guy. He's 32 years old. It's not that, that's still, he's not the guy that used to be, but it could be a guy that can come in, like I said, get separation, catch passes, could get physical with his opponent, make plays, another veteran presence in the locker room. So these are some names that I like right here. All 6 of these guys, I like them. If the Saints don't go to other names that I mentioned on this list. So there you have it. We got Cedrick Wilson, Byron Pringle, Josh Reynolds, Christian Kirk. Other notable free agent wide receivers: Jameson Crowder, DJ Chalk, Zach Pascal, Zay Jones, T.Y. Hilton, Braxton Berrios. All right. Now, hopefully, if you do decide to go in this direction, the free agency direction, and sign a wide receiver, I still won't have an issue if the Saints go select another wide receiver, an additional wide receiver in the second or third round of the draft. I don't have an issue with that. However, hopefully, the wide receivers and the quarterback, whoever it's going to be, will spend time together in the offseason. They'll have the voluntary, the mandatory OTAs, along with the voluntary ones, where the guys can actually come in, get familiar with the offense, get familiar with working with among each other, and just get their timing down, get the chemistry down. Because I think that's what got the Saints tripped up last year was guys. Sean Payton the team decided not to have those voluntary workouts, voluntary mini camps. And they just went into the mandatory ones, and then they went straight into training camp. And I think that that can happen this year. Especially with a new head coach, pretty much a new regime. Even though he's still bringing back Pete Carmichael to run the offense, I just think that you need to establish chemistry now. Hopefully, the C-19 situation will continue to stay at the level that it is right now. Cases continue to go down, and things could get back to normal as far as you know, manicamp, voluntary manicamps, workouts, quarterbacks, getting familiar with their wide receivers. I think that would go a long way in regards to any new guys that come into this team. Not start struggling with having issues to grasp the concept of this the concepts of the Saints offense. But we'll find out. All right, so here's my social media right here, and other places you can find our work. Twitter, you can go at follow me at Saints DS23. On Instagram and Facebook, just go to just type in Saint Discussions, and our page should pop up for all our written content, stories, analysis on the Saints. You go to strike7sports.com/Saints. And the main site is the main site where you see all the other content on NFL, the NBA is strike7sports.com. So that's all I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how y'all feel. You listen to this podcast through Spotify or Apple. Just give us give me a 5-star rating. Let me know how you feel. Or any remarks that you'd like to make in regards to the choices that I selected for the potential wide receiver targets the Saints could go after during free agency period. And that's all I have for tonight. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and please share your thoughts. Have a blessed night. Peace. Who that? I'm out.